paths will expand upon all of this and turn things out a little quicker. Very long reach to the portal of power. There we go. And now the hardest part of the evening, finding... There he is. No, that's dark. There's regular Kingpin. If you wonder what I'll do with the dark Golden Queen and Kingpin, the plan is to record their base upgrades. We'll just sort of have the numbers ahead of time because of this, which I think will work out well. Sort of, cater to everybody. Alright, gotta go back to my chair and spreadsheet. Oh, cool. Almanax just put up a Christmas tree, too. He's wondering if I will do a level. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I plan to do the realms because I really need the soul gems. If they go quick, I might hop into Fizzland. But right now, I kind of want to do at least those 4 things and then see what time it is, because I'd like to play some Minecraft tonight. But we will see. We will see. Save this. And the work Christmas tree went up today, too. Alright, I gotta scroll all the way back up to the top in the spreadsheet here, trying to fit everything on one screen. And where is it? Text message once more. This is why I do things late at night. Alright, there's Kingpin. Finally got to the spreadsheet I needed. Alright, so Penguin combo is his primary attack. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like other brawler type attacks, and I think a few sentinels have a similar structure. But 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 are basically right and left, and then 3 is sort of an uppercut, as you see there. And then 4, let's see if we can get him facing us. It's sort of like a jump up in the air ground pound type of a thing. So 1 and 2 are going to be 35 to 53 respectively. The uppercut 58 to 87, and the grand finale 117 to 176. If you think, hey, that's a lot of damage, you would be correct, because we can basically eradicate a dummy in one single cycle of this thing, as you saw there. Also of note, when we do this grand finale and you get that ice on the ground, an enemy here would take 117. Any enemy along the perimeter of that is going to take the full 117, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, Golden Queen had a staff, but she didn't have a dedicated jump attack, so you're thinking, oh, well, I guess it's too bad, Kingpin, you won't have one either. Wrong. He's got one, and it's actually pretty cool. And the damage, you ask? Well, take a look for yourself. 58. Critical on that is going to be 87. It's just a lot of fun to utilize this one, in my opinion. Did not expect him to have something that cool, but hey, thus far he has been an absolute machine. And I realize now, anyone watching this stream is seeing Kingpin here prior to his introduction, because I will be releasing that either tomorrow or Sunday. So, congratulations. But, we did use them in, Chapter 1. It just, leveled up and screwed up our Skylanders research, sadly. Let me check these messages here real quick, if I can. Okay, we're good. So, secondary attack, though, is Frost Breath. It comes out like so. Very reminiscent, Slam Bam, Chill, Zap, etc. It will do 12 to 18 4 times, essentially, in and of itself. It can reach farther and do additional 12 to 18. It kind of depends how you structure things. I sort of have this showcased in the introduction, which, again, you haven't seen. You will see it eventually. Let's see here. If you're in the ice, meaning if I freeze an enemy and then I come in and hit it, you can do an additional 22 to 33, which is a standalone number. And then subsequently, in some cases, if you're close enough, in addition to the 22 to 33, you will also see your 35 at 53 from the standard primary attack. So there's our 12 to 18, had it 3 times there, 3 22s, 22 again, and you kind of get a feel for it, right? So 2, there was the 2 22s and the 35. Works very, very well in tandem. Checking chat here. Cuddle Muffin Ethan asks, why didn't you tell me you were streaming? Well, I have Twitch that's supposed to notify you, and Twitter, and That's what I did. I actually did tell people I was going to do a stream that featured live Skylanders research and the Water and Fire realms, but I did that in the introduction for Dark Kingpin, and that video probably won't be released until Sunday or Monday. So I kind of screwed up on that because, you know, I recorded it at like 2 in the morning. And I was like, hey, you know what? We're going to do a stream tonight, everybody. It's going to be awesome. Live Skylanders research for starter packs characters Kingpin and the Golden Queen. We're going to do the Water and Fire realm. And then, as you know, that video is not going to be released for a few days, so nobody had any idea. A lot of people have already seen the Dark Golden Queen intro, but I didn't have that information in here. So, my apologies on that note. Almanac says Kingpin is really fun, but I think most people won't use him much because he's a basic starter pack character. So far, based on his primary and secondary, I think he is probably the best rounded character I have seen thus far. It'll be interesting to see how he levels up, though. Upgrades, essentially, is what I mean when I say that. Let's see here. Cuddle Muffin says Crash is best brawler. I don't have Crash. They didn't send him. I don't have a PlayStation. I don't know. I think Sir Skellington might be the best brawler. He's a custom. PlayStation people don't get to have him. So, Dead Donuts is here. He finally made a stream. You missed Golden Queen, Dead Donuts. I actually did sometimes pronounce scarabs, as you suggested, but I just have a hard time bypassing winged whatevers because it flows so well. That said, speaking of flowing well, Golden Queen's base upgrades went amazingly quick, so let's see if we can replicate that.
A chain is only as strong as its weakest stat point.
Stat point. I like this guy. Alright, so here we are. Penguin Drill. This is our tertiary. It looks to be a charge attack, which that's always good. That's something I enjoy. Dash attack, charge attack, whatever you want to refer to them. We basically get speed, and that's what I want. So we've got Penguin Drill. Press Y to dash towards enemies. 500 for these base upgrades. If you want to replicate this, you will need 3,300. No Wing Sapphires, no discounts. It's always the same price. Whether you're in Chapter 1 or you've completed Nightmare Mode, you're going to pay 3,300 for these upgrades. So let's pick this bad boy up and see what we can do. First thing first, I like to see what it looks like. So let's come back here.
Cold.
Wish it would do more damage in water. I really miss that from SSA. In SSA, if we had this puddle, right, you would literally need Gilgrunt to go through it. Unless, of course, you had Sonic Boom or a character that could fly like Spyro and they could fly over it. But if you were playing as Sunburn or Terrafin or anyone else, you would have to use this bounce pad, go up here, and come around it. And then, of course, in the water, what they would do is they would put treasure chests or hidden items or a soul gem or some area off over that direction. And they got away from that, and you can't tell me it's because, you know, oh, hey, we don't want people to have that certain Skylander, you know, to cross over a fire area or something. Because they still do that with the gates, you know. Case in point here, you know, the shrines are locked, you know, giants used to be only accessible, swap force, etc. I wish they would get back to that, because that, to me, made the best sense for the elements, and it's totally practical in that case. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, can we jump and drill? Of course not, because that would have just been too amazing. But, oh, I like the brakes he put on there. Do you see that little ice he kicked up? Oh, that's cool. Alright, let's see what it looks like from the backside. Nice. Alright. Lots of text messages. I hope none are important. Oh, it only does 9. That's unfortunate. Let's see how many we can land on this guy. I want this guy right up in my face. We only got 2. That's really sad. So, oh, well, that's one way to kill an enemy. That is not quite... It looks like it would do so much more damage than 9. Okay, analog stick, if you could function. Okay, well, a little bit difficult to control in this confined area, it would seem. Best I've ever done, was that a 3-hit? I think we're at least able to get 2 somewhat consistently. But 9 to 14, wow, we finally had a critical hit. So, oh, hey, that matches with someone else's tertiary, but 9 to 14. And that's about it. That's about all we can say. Is there a duration we can count?
Cold cut.
It's like a second and a half or 2 seconds. Not really even worth denoting, in my opinion. Oh, Excel, it's not the 14th of September. It's 9/2/14. Tell you what. That's the most annoying feature they've ever built in my opinion. Alright, so here we go. We're going to try out Giga Drill, which hopefully corrects the sins of that not doing anywhere near the damage it should have. And it does. Wouldn't it have been simple if we just did it right from the start and had another upgrade in here, like my perpetual spammable snowballs I want? Anyway, Giga Drill, this should correct it. 700. I would like this to be at least 20. Minimal. I mean, it looks like it would do so much more. When this, just a punch, does 35, you would expect this, to do more than that. So, I will settle for 20. I won't be happy with anything less than that. Oh, cringe. How does that only do 13? I mean, we're a penguin flying through the sky with blade flippers on, and we do 13, yet that does 35. Explain yourself. It makes no sense. No sense was made in this. I mean, Golden Queen wouldn't even stick around because there's no profit to be had. I don't understand that one. It's called Giga Drill, for frick's sake. It barely did anything. We went from 9 to 13. So, fabulous. Half of 13, 6.5. That's 7. 13 to 20. We got 20 on the critical side, but that's disappointing. It really is. It's like, oh, here we are. We'll give these guys the tertiary attack right off the bat. Those usually turn out to be amazing when they do that. Throughout the history of Skylands, when the tertiary attack is your first base upgrade, it's almost always addressed as an upgrade path, and it turns out to be fantastic. There's still hope that could happen, but what bothers me is it's like they're trolling us with a penguin. It's like, oh, you weren't impressed by Penguin Drill? Well, go ahead and take Giga Drill. It's going to be fantastic. And it's not. It's barely better than that. I don't know the logic here. I mean, I would just assume still do 9 and it had something else at this point in time. It's ridiculous. Alright, so Ice Charge level 1, Ice Arena, is luckily not the tertiary attack. That's extremely... His primary and secondary are great, but that tertiary leaves a bit to be desired. It looks so cool is the problem, and it does so little for us. It's like a chiclet, You go in and you're like, sweet gum, and then it loses its flavor in like the second bite. And then you're just like... I didn't even have a wrapper, so I can throw it away. So, disappointment reigns supreme tonight. Let's check some of these text messages, make sure they're not important. Okay. Oh, good grief. Yeah, I'm going to have to respond to that in a second, but we're going to do these base upgrades first, make the family wait. So... Hold B to expend an ice charge, which I'm still wondering how those are documented. We'll hopefully figure that out here, otherwise we've got some issues. And summon a ring of ice, which looks amazing and I hope does more damage. Kingpin has increased armor, fantastic, and damage while inside the ice arena. Ice charges are gained by destroying ice paths. What is an ice path? Basically frost breath. So... let's pick this up for 900. Okay. I don't see a meter for our ice paths. So let's make one. Okay, there's no meter. Let's blow the ice again. Nothing. Do we have to drill through it? There's that. That might actually do more damage. Oh wait, he flashes at the top of his hats. Did he just start doing that, or has he been doing it? And how do you know if that's 1, 2, or 3? Here, let's do this again. Huh. That's somewhat annoying. Okay. I honestly thought there'd just be like a little sidebar. Sort of somewhere around the artwork. Anyway, well, let's get one going here. So we hold B. Nine? Did I destroy that? Let's see. Alright. 9. 14. 14 to 21. 9x. Alright, so get out of my face, you idiot.
It is better to give than receive.
Alright, so
Especially pain.
I want to pay close attention to this. Punch. And we're flashing. Okay. Let's see if it does anything different this time. We'll get our dummy in here. We're going to hold B.
Has a nice ring to it.
It did 9 damage that time as well. So at least we've got that part determined. Now, if we... Okay. New dummy. Alright. Did it say he deals more damage? I think it did, didn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's large, though.
Uh-huh. So 14 and 21, 9 times. I'm cool with that. See what I did there? Stay frosty. Okay. Stay frosty, mi amigos. Kingpin is the most interesting penguin in the world. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to Ice Trail, drill it, and let's get an ice arena here with 2 enemies in it.
Has a nice ring to it.
42. Huh. Alright, so 42, 14 and 21, 9 times. Primary is going to be 42. Issue here, we're going to have to document 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 35, 53, 35, 53, 58, 87, 117, 176 should have all gone up, and that's going to be quite difficult to see with all these other numbers flying around, won't it? Not that it's a bad thing, it's just not going to be the easiest thing we've ever done. Oh, he got left out! Oh no. Oh, so unfortunate. Okay. This may be a thing where we need to go elsewhere for this. First thing first, I'm trying not to... No. There we go. Alright, everybody ready for the party? No, here we go. All 4. Alright. Could anyone see that? Because I couldn't.
Keep your friends close and your enemies sliced up.
Let's see. So, 42, 42, 69, but what's the grand finale? He keeps flying out of the arena. So 42 to 63. 42 to 63. 69, half of that is going to be 34, 5, so 35, 99, 104. And the grand finale, I have no freaking clue. We're going to have to try it again. So let's get 4 guys in here. Just because we'll kill them very easily with this is the problem. So, we're ready to go. We're going to do B.
Has a nice ring
Okay.
to it.
I saw the 104 crit, but I didn't get to see the grand finale. Annoyance achieved. So, here we go. Let's just get this one guy in here because I want to try the jump attack. So, Ice Arena, jump, 69. And we only get to do it one time. Unknown. So, question. And then jump attack will also be 69 to 104, which matches what we had. The jump attack was 58, the uppercut was 58, so they both increased 11 to 69. The grand finale, though, no clue what we've got. Looks like a ton is going on in chat here. Ta-ta-ton. Let's see. Almanac says, don't ride off Grave Clobber. Dead Donut says, understandable. I really did use winged scarabs, but winged whatevers flow so well. Almanac, I have Crash and Cortex from Thumpin' Woompa Islands, but haven't used them yet as I've been very busy recently. Ethan says, Cortex is OP. Miss the good old days. Slam Bam Soul Gem is pointless. Yeah, that was sad. Yeti Cooling Fed did add the goggles. You know. Yeah, Excel, I tell you, it's a mess. Almanac explained how to get the flashing hairdo on Kingpin. So Cuddlemuffin prefers the top path for Kingpin, and he thinks the Thumpin' Woompa Island AP out is outs. I've not been able to find much of the new stuff. I do have one item, which I probably will have an unboxing for tomorrow. I've got to record that tonight. And then let this old computer attempt to render it. Let's, geez, these messages. Let me go ahead and respond to this stuff. Okay. 1 second, I've got to send something. If I can find it. No one would be asking me these questions if I wasn't literally streaming right now. That's how it works. This is what I get for not doing something at 1 in the morning. So, alright. Oh, Dead Donut said, yeah, I meant to go buy GameStop today because I was going to buy the Legend of Zelda 30th Anniversary Amiibo and the Animal Crossing card, which I bet nobody else is going to pick up. But it's cold, I got off work late, I didn't feel like going up there. And earlier in the week I ordered something from GameStop and I tried to add the frickin' Amiibo I wanted. And they were available there, they were not sold out, you can add them to your cart. But it's one of those deals, sometimes when GameStop doesn't want to sell something, they just don't. And so every time I would submit the order, it would just default to this generic failure message. And I got sick of dealing with it, so I took the 2 Amiibo off the order, and I kept the other item on, and it worked just fine, as intended. And then I tweeted at them that they really needed to fix that, and of course they had no response. So, I don't know, maybe I should have told them I'm ready to go pro. Hey bro, you come in here a lot. You ever thought about going pro? If you ever want to work at GameStop, just practice that line over and over again, and you're golden. Or, wow, that's a nice stack of games you got there. I can give you $2 for all that. Either one of those, and you're pretty much an automatic manager, in my opinion. That said, one more thing here. We will try. Let's make sure this won't screw it up. It shouldn't. We're going to go downstairs and try to log that. But Frostier breath. Frost breath range increased. So before we do it, it's been a little bit since you've seen it.
Nice!
Oh, my bad. I was like, what was that? So, if we start at the stair, this is sort of like our supercharger days, right? We'll stand right as close as we can to the edge. It almost goes that far. You know, it almost covers the distance. Can you have multiples of these? Did I ever even check that? You could sort of have 3 at the same time, although the first one starts to rapidly despawn. But yeah, so 2 at a time, basically. But you could essentially consider it 3 if you wanted to. But that's the range. You know, if we stand here, shoot it across the water, which you would think would do extra, but it doesn't. Roughly that. For all intents and purposes here, let's just stand at the front of the switch. And it goes up to the top stair. So, let's purchase the upgrade.
Is the size of my heart. I'm pretty sure it's large, though.
Should still do the same damage unless they give us a very, very nice surprise. Okay. I would say that about doubles it, wouldn't you? And that's pretty significant, so... Frostier breath doubles distance. And will it do any increased damage, or will we have 12 to 18? Yeah, we got 12 to 18. Alright, that was as expected. Same damage. Alright, so let me check this text message again. Jeez. Okay. Alright, so got that taken care of. We're going to go downstairs and attempt to get the final number, unless one of you can tell me what it is. And what I mean by that is when we are in the level 1 ice arena, and we orchestrate the 1, 2, 3, 4 penguin combo, we should have increased damage on the final move. That was originally 117 to 176, and I have not seen that. So that's what we're trying to do. Oh, the insanity. Why do you message all the time, people? Okay, let's see here. You should reveal on your stream for us rad dudes. Might do that. Towards the end. Leave and you'll never know the answer. And I'll probably forget, but if someone reminds me, I'll actually try to tell you. Fill you in ahead of time. Then you can come in and leave the first comment and say, hey, I knew he was going to do this last night. And people will rag on you and say there's no way you knew that. And you'll say, yeah, I watched the stream. And they'll probably still not believe you. And you can get into a comment debate and bump the views on the video. It'll be fantastic. Let's see here. Alright, I think we're caught up. So, what we're going to try to do here, we're going to FROSTIER breath this way. We're going to drill through it to get this light. And now I'm going to hold B. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. No! Why? Why can we not have the simple things? Alright. 1, 2, 3. Was it a 140? I think it was 140. I have no other explanation for where that would be coming from. Yep, that's what I'm going with. So 140. Let's pin this in before we forget. Done. That actually makes this penguin combo pretty amazing. Critical on 140 is going to be 210. So, case in point, penguin combo 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 35, 35, 58, 117. After that, when you initiate it inside the Ice Charge Level 1 Ice Arena, we jump up 42, 42, 69, 140. That is insane damage, I have to say, from a base upgrade. Does it make up for Giga Drill and Penguin Drill? Absolutely not. Because, again, did we just move these? Okay, I thought they were closer together. We've moved the dummies. Ha ha! Oh yes! Look at this glitch. You know, when I was doing this, I was like, I don't remember those dummies being that close together. And I was using them last night when I introduced Dark Kingpin, because this is like where I introduced Dark characters, right? They were way closer together than they should have been, and now they're like way inland. Let's see if we can move them farther. This is amazing. Alright, so I'm going to keep pushing them this way. Here we go. What are we doing that moved them, I wonder?
Nice.
Haha. Almost got 2 cycles off that time. I don't really know how we moved them, but we did. They're usually like right up on that edge. Weird. Haha. Bet nobody's done that before. I don't even know if anyone else uses these dummies down here, but I do. So yeah. Sure if that's an Easter egg or a glitch, or if we, you know, found some secret in the programming or something, but pretty cool nonetheless. Let's see here. Cuddle Muffin confirmed it is a 140, so that's cool. That's insane right here. I don't know how we did this, but I think it's the tick damage. Huh. Weirdness, man. Never seen them before in my life. Let's see something. Alright. So, you pay attention to where they're at. They're like, you don't even see the red target on this guy. Because he's like having a conversation with this dude about how badly they're getting wrecked and how they need to leave. So, they're usually over here, farther apart. Let's see if they move themselves back. Where did that stupid rat go?